Hey all, John here, welcome back to another video. And in this video today we're going to be talking about basically another gear update. So I know last year I basically gave you guys a top down of all the gear I have. Most of that gear is still here, but I do have a few new additions. I feel like the most important addition is the fact that I bought some Peak Design gear. So I bought the Everyday 30-liter backpack. I forget how much this was, but amazing backpack compared to the lower pro bag I had last time. I really do love the top hatch that allows me to say drop in cameras. So like my A7 IV, I will just drop it in here. A7C, drop it in here, and I can kind of just have easy access to everything. And of course, this little magnetic latching system keeps things really nice. I know it's called the Everyday backpack, but honestly, I just thought this would be my camera backpack. Ended up just using this every day when I'm going to the corporate office. Another nice feature is the fact that you have these side compartments. So of course you have space to put stuff in here, but you can actually open this on the sides, and you can basically put your hand all the way through to access gear on either side. There's two zippers, top and bottom. Just gonna open it from the top on the side, and as you can see, this is what I have mine set up as right now. So of course, top hatch, all that stuff is up here. I usually put lenses in this area right here, or let's say the flash. And of course, at the bottom, I have like a Bluetooth speaker and my wireless mics. And then, of course, on either side, you have pockets. So, of course, I have like a gray card, stuff like that, some extra batteries just hanging out. And of course, you have this on both sides. So if I open up the other side, this is kind of sketchy, holding it like this, but it's what it is. There you go. So both sides, love it. Amazing bag. One of my buddies, not buddies, old coworkers that I used to work with, actually recommended me to buy this from Peak Design. I've been looking at their products for a long time, but finally pulled the trigger on it. I also got it bundled with the capture clip. I have not gotten a chance to use it, but it is attached. And of course, these are magnetic, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, this bag honestly has been a lot better on my back compared to my lower pro. And I also, something I did not think I would use but got it bundled since they said they would give me a deal. I got this little, I think they call it the tech pouch. So I honestly didn't think I'd be a fanny pack person, but a few days ago I finally started carrying this solo. So now I just carry like my wallet, my SD cards, extra batteries and stuff like that. This is actually replacing something else that I used to have from Motor Pro. Replacing this. I know this is a lot larger, but as far as every day, this is kind of cool. I don't carry camera stuff that often, and honestly, I just kept batteries in here. I didn't really carry cameras in here unless it was for like storage, and I didn't want to have my entire bag. With the lower pro bag, again, it was kind of a hassle to carry that. It's just with how heavy it is, but for some reason, this bag has been 10 times better. Let's see, what is next? I also bought two 8200s. So I have two of these. I used to own, I think, three 8200s back in 2020, 2021, when I used to do a lot of portrait photos. I got an 80B1, stuff like that, so I could put two 8200s, so basically I would have 400 watts of strobe power outside. I ended up having those break. Basically, I had Sentry stands. I didn't use sandbags, stupid me, but yes, I had those 8200s break, and I kind of just swore off flash photography. But I recently rebought these, and I did some shots just using basically my V862 flash as the transmitter for my Sony A7 IV, and connects to these. So I'll open up one of them so you can see what it looks like. They're really versatile. So of course I got mine on Amazon. It came with all these other attachments. I honestly just put these on like a basic light stand and run them wirelessly. So if I want to, let's say, light up a dance floor, I can with this. So let me close this up. Test fire. Hopefully no one's has any issues with that. But super nice 8200 Pros. I guess these are a bit more color consistent compared to the 8200s, but these are amazing. So let me shut this back off and get this battery removed. So I got two of those. Zip that up. I'm still rocking the Still rocking 3 of these SL100Ds. I'm running 2 of them right now for this channel. These are basically in my house all the time. I don't really carry these unless I'm doing like video work, like recording a sit-down interview. I don't think I had this mic before. I got basically a $40. Actually, I did have this before. It's a $40 Amazon mic, runs on XLR, connected to my Portacapture X8. It's a lot better than running, let's say, the Rode wireless mic for me if I'm not moving around much. And then another thing, so many things. I got in Ireland. I ended up buying, I think these are the PX7s. I actually now use these as my monitoring headphones. So these, they have noise canceling, so they are Bluetooth, but they have a feature where you can basically they come with this. You basically take a USB-C cable, USB-C to USB-C, and you have basically digital audio coming out of these. So as far as like monitoring and editing, these are amazing. And they also come with basically 3.5 inch to USB-C. So I can connect these to my camera and monitor my audio. So honestly, the sound quality has been good. I was thinking about getting the AirPod Pros, but not AirPod Pros, the AirPod Maxes, but they're just so expensive for what they are. I didn't really want to buy Bose, and when I listened to the Sony headphones, I felt like they just sounded weird compared to the Bowers and Wilkins. So these I think were $300 or $400 or so. So far so good. Amazing battery. I think it's like, I forget how much it's rated for, 30-40 hours, but I don't listen to them that long. They're always just in the case. Probably only charged them once since I got them, but amazing. Before I forget, I also got the Resolve speed editor. So I actually know a photographer that goes to the same church I go to, and he basically bought this with the Resolve license, wasn't using it, and I just asked him like, hey, if you're not using this keyboard, can I buy it? So I bought it from him. This actually connects via USB-C, but it's actually also compatible with the iPad Pro over Bluetooth. So if I'm like outside and I don't want to bring my computer with, I actually just bring this, the iPad Pro. This actually in the beginning was quite unreliable with the iPad, just because that bigger projects can make the iPad crash. I think that's because of the RAM, but of course I think DaVinci Resolve 16 just came out, and it's been a bit more stable. This works a bit better on the cut page, but of course with the iPad you can bring on the edit page, you can make some quick cuts, and it honestly does work really well so far. But I may make an update video on this with the iPad. But yeah, I'm just trying to force myself to get off of Final Cut and commit fully to the Resolve ecosystem. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in before I forget. For my iPad, I'm using it as a camera monitor right now, but I added basically it's like a cover buddy case. It's actually made by, I think it's made by, is it Satechi? I completely forgot. Spigen. It's a Spigen case. So before I was actually using my iPad Pro in the Logitech Combo Touch. I liked that case, but didn't like it because, again, it's like the keyboard and the trackpad wasn't that good. Basically, the main reason I got the Magic Keyboard was so I can have a much better typing experience on my iPad and use it more like a laptop replacement. And this is still running, the $150 Magic Keyboard. Love the pass-through USB-C connector. But of course, since your iPad's in here, it's not protected. So this is kind of like a stopgap where it holds my Apple Pencil. As you can see, I'm on here right now. And it still somewhat protects my iPad. Of course, this is still unprotected, but for the most case, it's basically in the case anyway. So this works, does the job. At least gives me some layer of protection, even though it is quite thin. Does the job. But yeah, I think that is all the new gear that I have acquired. I recently retired my Sony 85mm 1.8 and passed it over to my friend, so he's using that. I didn't talk about the A7C. That's what I'm forgetting. So, as you guys know, my main photography camera is actually the Sony A7 IV. The Sony FX3, which I'm recording on, is my main video camera, but honestly, most of my jobs are photo, and I did try taking my FX3 to a wedding, and I can do that, but I feel like it just doesn't have that much dynamic range in photos, even though, again, it's a video camera. So I decided, I basically found a deal on one of these, the Sony A7C. I was actually comparing it to the Sony A6700 because Didn't really want to buy another A7 IV because that is kind of a bit of a money for a beat cam. Considering I already have a lot of money into the FX3. So bought this. This is basically an A7 III with faster autofocus. The only downside is the fact you have one card slot. But honestly, I think I'm kind of liking the fact that this viewfinder is all the way in the corner here. It's again, I was comparing this to the A6700. I do like the compact body, and having the viewfinder over in the corner kind of is nice. Still rocking the Sigma lenses, so 24-70 on the FX3. I've actually started to move away from using that, and I kind of stick to the 35 and 50. I also bought a Tamron 22.8 as my ultra wide. I'm thinking I might do roller video, roller photos with that. I'm just trying to get, I mean, the 24-70 is a great lens, but I like having these 1.4s. I don't really shoot wide, honestly, unless I'm doing family photos. So if I need to take those, I'll bring the 24-70 or even use the 20 from Tamron. I think the Tamron is only 250. So I'm like, wow, I have basically the full range covered except for telephoto now. But I don't think I'll be buying a 70-200 unless I need that. But yeah, this A7C, yes, I can tell it's a bit slower to initialize. It has the old menu system, but this body kind of looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Like, I mean, this is nice. Like, I'm definitely going to take this 9 times out of 10. But if I want to I have a little bit of a lighter system, I just carry this, but I really don't like this grip. I feel like the A6700 has a much better grip. But then again, I am using massive Sigma lenses on this. If I switched to the smaller Sony G lenses, those are all 2.8, it would be a lot better on this body. But again, this is a B cam. It's probably just going to be on a tripod somewhere, or just waiting for me to use it. But yeah, that is basically all the gear that I have basically added here in the past, like, is it 2-3 months? Let me know if you guys have any feedback. I'm hoping to do one last review or some type of talk about the 15 Pro Max right before the 16 comes out. It's currently, looks like it's the 26th right now. The iPhone should be coming out in the next 2 weeks. So hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one.